Hey, it's Tim. Look at this awesome view. This is a cool spot. And I thought we would talk a little bit about how I got into backpacking and hiking and take a look at some funny old pictures. All right. Hey, thanks for joining me today. And today we're going to talk about how I got into backpacking and hiking and what it looked like for me and what it's evolved into and what it is for me now. And some dreams, future dreams of what I would really like to do when it comes to life. So, wow, I had a job as an electrician. I still am, but I had a job where I worked as a foreman and a superintendent, a project manager, and they put me in the office. And I sat at a computer and pounded keys in a little tiny room with no windows or doors. And I sat in my truck and drove around and went and saw the guys on the job sites, and got material and organized budgets, and it sucked. Sorry, it sucked. I hated it. I started to have a lot of back problems and a lot of back pain because I was sitting a lot. I wasn't doing any physical labor or physical movement or exercise, and my back had got so bad I went to a chiropractor, and he told me, hey, you need some exercise. I put on I was weighing about 215 pounds. So I started hiking, and I got to hiking and I loved it. I loved being outdoors, and I loved walking, and I loved meeting people on the trail, and I loved just spending time. Just all you got to worry about is walking. All you got to worry about is walking to the next thing or wherever you're going. So I loved it. I was hooked. I got to where I was spending a lot of time. Every Saturday morning I was doing a hike and just really enjoying it. And it got to where I was spending a lot of time in the mountains, and I would bring some food and have some food and just for a couple hours and make some coffee. And then a buddy of mine started hiking with me, and we started making a lot of food. We started doing, we started bringing like chairs and other stuff, lots of food. One time he pulled out this half gallon, about this size, jug of can of chili. And we cooked chili on a MSR pocket rocket stove right there on the side of the trail. It was great. But we were eating too much. And then there were donuts and hot dogs and quesadillas. I mean, you name it. We were bringing all kinds of food, burritos, and this is just for a morning hike. But it was a good time. It was good. I loved it. We got to do long day hikes, and we were bringing so much stuff. We were hauling I think one time we went on a day hike and we were each carrying almost 40 pounds in a day pack. I mean, go figure. How do you do that? Well, I'll show you. He would bring like big jugs like this, big ones, half a gallon of iced tea, in a cooler in his backpack. It was crazy, but we were enjoying the trail and we were enjoying time. But I got to where I'm like, wow, we're carrying a lot of stuff. So we went on a 3-day backpacking trip, me and my buddy, and I think we weighed in about 45, 48 pounds each in our packs, roughly. And that was just for 2 nights. It was crazy. It was insane. I was miserable on the trail. Camp was nice, but I was miserable on the trail. And I thought, we never even made it to the summit of the mountain we were going to. So I really wanted to lighten up my load so my trail time would be more enjoyable, right? And he was putting more stuff in. He was getting bigger packs and putting more stuff in. I thought, wow. So our backpacking ideas kind of went separate ways, and I started solo backpacking. And my first solo backpacking trip by myself was Mammoth to Yosemite, which was about 60 miles on the John Muir Trail. And I was able to cut down to about 30 pounds. I was pretty excited. 30 pounds in my pack, and it was still a big pack, and I still had stuff I wasn't using. I don't need this. I'm pulling stuff out and tossing it like left and right. What that kind of taught me was, it's kind of a story about life too. Like, how much stuff do we have that we don't need or that we don't use? I have so much stuff that I don't need or use, and I work really hard to buy it. We worked really hard to pay for it. And at the time we thought we needed it, but there it sits. There's things in my house that I haven't touched in 10 years. So I started to throw things away. I love it. I was tossing stuff out. We were having garage sales. We were selling stuff. Do not throw away anything that belongs to your wife. That's bad. She doesn't like that. So make sure it's yours. Sell it or throw it away if you don't need it. So one of the things I'm focused on in the future, a dream I have, is to spend most of my time hiking, exploring, and living as opposed to working. Now this sounds like a retirement kind of thing. But I need to figure out how to do it without retiring, because when I'm retired, I might be too old to be able to explore and enjoy and create new stuff. So look at this. I would rather just sit and look at this all day. It's a beautiful day out here. I love to hike long distances. I just haven't been able to do it. So anyway, hey, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed some of the pictures. I gotta go to work.